Hi everyone, this is Rebecca. I am currently fighting a bit of an allergy situation, so hopefully you can still understand me. So this video is going to be a little bit of a rough ride because of the allergies, and I am coming to you from my couch. Yay me! Okay, so I get this question a lot, so I thought that I would share this as my first official video. It is, what is in your Crop Go bag? So I talk about this a lot with my customers, that you definitely want to have a go bag. And the reason for this is because you know how it is. You go to a crop, you get a lot of work done. You come home, you get fun gifts, whatever. You bring your bags home, you drop them on the floor because now you're exhausted because you just carried everything in. And then maybe 2-3 months later, you pull your stuff out. Yeah, I'm guilty of that. So what was happening was I was doing this a lot. And I would end up with bags and bags of stuff that never got sorted and put away. And then I couldn't find my materials I need at every crop. So I created the go bag. All right, so I'm going to tell you what I have in my go bag. I'm going to show you my go bag. I'm actually preparing for a team retreat this weekend, so I am packing my go bag now, which I don't actually have to usually pack, but there's a few things. I have duplicates of most of my tools as far as like my trimmer and things like that. So I have one for home and when I'm on the go. But there's a few things like my pens that I don't. So I'm repacking some of the stuff I used for an earlier class I taught. So you're going to see a little bit of everything. So I currently have, it's called, I believe, the Laura from Totally Tiffany. I don't know that they still make this. I've seen it in pictures, but it's kind of hefty, so I'm going to just hold it up for you. Looks like this. It's very rectangular. And true story, for like a year, I didn't realize that there was this little pocket in the back for your mats. Yeah, duh. Anyway, I got mine at a show, and so it came with all of the buddy bags and stuff that you're going to see. But, my biggest takeaway for you is to make sure that when you're packing your go bag to put like things together and to put them in bags of some kind, however you best can store your things so that the like things are together, so that they're easier to find. Otherwise, you're going to be rummaging through your bag the whole time and not getting anything done, right? Okay, so I'm just going to go through the basics of what I carry in my bag. Now, I do have to admit, when I got this bag, I wasn't thinking my trimmer doesn't fit in there. But this is something you definitely need in your go bag, right? How many times have you gone to a crop and gone, crud, I left it at home? That's why I have two. I have one that one goes in my rolling bag that always comes with me to crops. And then I have my one that stays here at home. And this one is actually my home one. So, the other thing that I carry with me, and everything else except my trimmer fit in my go bag. So I'm just letting you know that. That's why that is. And I will do a video at some point of what are the basic tools you always want to have with you, or at any crop, whether it's virtual or in person. That will come later. A 13-inch mat. This is the Creative Memories 13-inch mat. I recommend having two. I have one Creative Memories one, and I have one that is a different company's that has a foam back so I can stamp. You definitely want to have one like this. This is self-healing so that you can cut. I prefer this one, but I do, when I do stamping, have the other one. If you don't stamp, get two of these. Why am I saying that? Because when you have two next to each other, you can do a 2-page layout easily. And they do sit right in the back of this Laura bag. Okay, so that's going in my bag. I have the front pocket, which I'm going to show you is in my front pocket. And this is going to be a lesson for me on what I need to take out, because I tend to not remember to actually clean it out from time to time. So you want to have some photo tape or score tape if you're one that likes to do projects that require something heftier. You want to have some kind of a little trash can. This is my little close-up trash can that I keep right in the front pocket. And then this is probably the most, next to my mat and my adhesive this is the most important box in my entire thing. So this is why. This is just a 5x7 photo box, which, you know, you think photos. I use it for so many things. Inside I have my multi-tip scissors, micro tip scissors. I have foam squares. I keep washi tape because it's great for holding stuff down sometimes when you don't have enough hands. So pick one you don't really love the pattern on. I have, these are called tracing wheels. I use these when I do templates. Some of this stuff you're never going to need. I have a small ruler. This was from my friends at CCI. I have my bone folder. I have my precision point adhesive, which is super critical. I have some flat adhesive dots. I have reversible tweezers. I have 2 small bull clips, which I will explain in another video. I use them for my trimmer all the time, and I'll explain that later. And I have my polymer eraser. I love my polymer eraser. Now, these are just my little tiny things that didn't really have a home that go in here, but that are very important to me. The other thing is some kind of a, like this is a powder pillow, where it keeps the adhesive, it takes the adhesive off of my stickers when I'm trying to pop them up. I also have little tiny, teeny tiny, micro tiny, my friend Stephanie gave me. These are Post-it notes, little baby Post-it notes. And then this is my poker. And I love this thing because when you punch something out, it doesn't always come out. Sometimes it gets stuck, whatever. I use that all the time for when I'm die cutting, when I'm punching, whatever. Now, this is not your typical things you need in a box. I'm just showing you mine because, well, people are curious. I also keep regular size Post-it notes in another part. Okay, so I'm putting this all back in here. And you'll see, because it's a 5x7 size, it's a little wider, so it fits more. And this is my kind of my go-go, my go-go box that goes inside my go box, because it has all my most critical little things. And there's a few other little things that you probably won't ever use, but I have like mini daubers that I use sometimes when I'm trying to get ink into little bitty places, and a photo polishing cloth, which, oh, that fits in this tiny little thing. Anyway, I love it. The other thing I have in here is, I have a few, I don't keep a lot of finger daubers that I use for my dual tip pens and my dot pens. I can use those to kind of give it a more watercolor look, or if I just want to ink the edges of a project, I'll use my pens for that. So I don't keep a lot in there. It's just my basic colors that I use a lot. So, okay, so that's the front pocket. Inside, the main compartment is where all the magic happens. So I'm just going to pull everything out and show you as I go. Most of them, and I'll show you, most of them fit along the bottom of this go bag. So I'll just show you how it is. So if I had nothing else in here but what they gave me, I would have, and I'm pulling out like the little things I shove into the corners kind of thing. Oh, I have 2 of those. Don't need that. See? This is what cleaning out does. Y'all keep me on task. Okay. All right, so this is what the go bag looks like. It does have dividers that I have smashed down because I don't use them. I've just smashed them against the back end. You don't really need them. So I'm just going to start at the bottom and show you what I have. And I'm not going to take everything out because that would take forever and that'd be really boring for you. But these are kind of my essential tools that I just keep around. So inside here, I've got a crocodile so I can punch through multiple layers of anything I'm working on if I need a hole. I've got some fun little adhesives that have like hearts and stars on it. I've got a little tiny stapler. I've got some sandpaper things. I've got a little light, so if sometimes I can't see, it's like a little battery operated light. And I should probably clean this out at some point. I've got a little X-Acto knife in there. So that's kind of I call this my mini tool section. And this one, I highly recommend when you do use the buddy bags. Now I know what size I used. I just cut out the bottom and put it in there. So the Sue. And they have a guide that tells you what size everything is. And what you should put in it. But I've used it for things that, other than what they say. This one is called the, yeah, I just said that. And where is it? It fell out somewhere. I think this one's called Teresa, but I could be completely wrong. This one is all my decorative pens, like the ones I don't use as often. Because this is at the bottom of my bag, I tend not to go down there as much. So, tip, if you are like me, do the same thing. I also have some of my more strong adhesives, like my art glitter glue and my liquid glass. I have some gel pens in here for when I just want to do artsy stuff. I've got these really cool pens from Pentel that change colors depending on if you're writing on white or dark. Anyway, they're not really for scrapbooking, they're more for my artsy stuff. So that is in here. I've got so that's that bag, and I'm pretty sure that one's called the Teresa. I'm not 100% sure about that, but if you bought the Laura, it comes with it. This one is all photo corners and glue dots and adhesive dots. Whoops. And this is the Irene. And this is in no way an endorsement of Totally Tiffany. This is just what came with my box. And so this one is the Monica, and it's all glued. I have glue dots in every size, as you can see. And then also I have a Distress ink and more daubers in that color. Distress ink. But here's the one I use the most. This is my favorite tip of these bags. This one is called the Edna. And it holds adhesive and corner rounders. So I have all my different kinds of adhesive. I like to have them in different containers, even though they're interchangeable, so that I know if I pick up red, it's going to be mini. If I pick up the green, it's going to be repositionable. If I pick up the blue, it's going to be the regular. If I pick up the clear, it's going to be vellum. And if I pick up the orange, it's going to be the max tape. So I know exactly, without even having to flip them out, I know exactly what I got. And then I keep my corner rounder in there. And I have a few refills in between. So this is called the Edna. I use this one the most. Okay, so that's what's in here. And this one stands up, so sideways. So that actually takes up the edge. And you can hear the Velcro. I also keep in here, and I'm getting ready to get rid of this because I actually have a silicone mat now that I roll up and keep with me. But this is a quick little hack. It's just parchment paper over half of a piece of cardboard taped down so that when you're using repositionable tape, you can use it and it just rolls right off. The reason I'm getting rid of it, I accidentally cut into it because I wasn't paying attention. Yep, that's me. Welcome to Becca. I keep a 0 centering ruler. I like the 3-inch wide one. It's nice. I have a stamp chamois in here. I keep that in here. And these just go along the edges, so they're not taking up any more space. Post-it notes. I have a couple packs of Post-it notes because there's fun little hacks you can do with our border maker using Post-it notes and our circle cutter. Okay. And then next, I just start to build on this flat surface, right? So these are the things that are on top. I've got my circle cutter, which is in a Gale bag. And it's got some repositionable tape in here. This I use sometimes if I want to keep my 2 layout straight and I'm trying to do something all the way across. This tape is amazing because you can take it back off a million times. It's not going to stick. So I just stick down. It's called Matte Finish Removable Tape. And you can reuse it over and over. And then I have a pencil sharpener. So this is all in my Gale Buddy bag. And you might wonder what that is. That is actually a hack that I learned. Let's see if I can find it. From my friend Nicole So with CM on how to keep your circle cutter straight. And one day I'll show you how to use that. But that's what's in here. Okay, so that goes in next. And it really doesn't matter the order as long as it fits, right? I do keep our stamping system, our ABC stamping system. We don't carry this anymore, but it's nice to have one little alphabet just in case I don't have letters for something. These I got years ago. I want to say at Target or Walmart. in like little 3-packs. I love them. You probably won't find them, but you can find something small like this. That would be great. I keep at least 3 or 4 of these in my bag. And the reason is when I'm working with a kit or I've just cut out letters, these are perfect to put your little pieces in. So I have one for my left page and then in a different color, one for my right page. And then one for my little bitties that I want to keep. Sometimes I like to keep the punch poop. Yep, that's the word, punch poop. You can thank my friend Erica for that one. Okay. And then I have a slight problem with pens. I have a lot of pens. So this has another ruler. This is called the Teresa. Oh, this is the Teresa. So then maybe it's the Karen. That's the pen one. Maybe it's a Karen. Teresa's the small one. A lot of people use it for washi tape. I use it for kind of my little bits. I used to keep my microtip scissors in here, but I found it easier to find in the pocket with the plastic 5x7. And more tape and just some little things in there. This is a pickup holder. I've got a little piercer. I really should take this out. I don't even need it in here really anymore because, well, frankly, everything I would use in here I've already got somewhere else. Thanks for helping me clean up. Okay, the last 3 things I have, these are all pens. Yes, I have a problem. My name is Rebecca and I have a pen problem. Okay, this was a pen pack that we carried that had like 5 exclusive colors in it. Now we carry them full-time, like without the pouch, but I have some like retired pens and fun pens in there, and that kind of just sits down in there. And then my last 2, this was a 31 bag, and that's what I was going to tell you too. If you can't find a Laura, 31 makes great ones. The one recommendation I have is definitely get something that has a lid, because you don't want to be stuck in the rain and have your stuff get wet. So this has all my dot pens that we've come out with over the years. And in the back, I've got some just fun little things. This is the coolest thing ever. Okay, so it's by We Are Memory Keepers. I bought it originally because I needed a really strong poker, but this is before I had my poker that my friend Barry made. But really, like on this end. But this is the reason I love this thing. I bought it for this. Then I discovered it had this. This will pick up little bitties. Like, watch this. It's stick. Whoops. Okay, so now it's not going to do it because I said that. I can pick up things with it like this. Check that out. Isn't that cool? I love it. Anyway, got it on Amazon. Pretty cool. And then some metallic pens that I have from, I think it's Spectrum. Okay, and then last but not least is this is my pens I use all the time bag. And I've got a Sharpie in here because I label my stuff. I have my multi-purpose tool in here. I have, this is called a slice. It's kind of like a, you can kind of see it. It's got a ceramic blade, so you don't hurt yourself. It's kind of like a X-Acto knife. And then I've got all my micro tip pens, some specialty pens, my golds, my silvers, my white pens, my chalking pens, and then last but not least, and this is very critical, have at least 1 or 2 pencils, because you will always need a pencil, right? And the white pen, 2 critical things. Anyway, so that is my go bag. That's everything that goes with me. Do I always have my border maker with me? Yes. Do I always have, you know, a few other tools with me? Yes. But this is my go bag because this I'm going to need at every crop, no matter what I'm doing. My border maker goes in a separate thing, and I change out whatever borders and punches and things that I need for that particular crop or that situation. You know, like I will always have my circle punch and my square punch because they're critical. And I will always have this is my favorite. Piece by piece is 3 different punches, and it has all kinds of things you can use it for. Those things come with me everywhere I go, but they don't go in my go bag. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Anyway, so I went a little long, but I just wanted to show you everything that was in my go bag and show you how you can pack for a crop and have that with you all the time, because it's something you don't have to empty out every time you go somewhere. So, talk to you later. Love you guys. And if you have any questions, comment below. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Bye.